Hey, what's up, guys? Zero One here, and today I'm going to be speaking to you about Oedipus the King. It's a play written by Sophocles back in 400 BC, and it deals with this king named Oedipus, and he has a quest or a mission to figure out what's happening in his kingdom because there's nothing growing. You could say there's a drought, and and he brings all his wise people, his council, together to figure out the problem. He brings the prophet Delphi, he brings his brother-in-law Creon, he brings his wife, or his wife comes with him, Jocastus. He also has a choir that represents the entire, populace of his kingdom. And basically, what they go around is this is just a group of people that speak together, speak the same thing together, and they're like at one mind, one accord. It's kind of like one character in itself. And yes, it's weird because first of all, cultural differences, especially when you're dealing with like ancient cultures, like the Athenians, the Athens, and what was it? Thebes and all those different type of tribes or city-states of ancient Greek. They have certain different ways of being from us. So you're going to get that in the play. Another thing is as the play progresses, there's certain individuals that know who the murderer is, but they don't want to, help Oedipus in bringing justice to the kingdom. So he gets real mad. He gets real, passionate, and he's gonna say, "Hey, man! You need to help us out. You're part of the kingdom, and you need to help out the state. You need to help out, your fellow man." And the problem is that it's actually somebody that they know real close. So Oedipus believes that, it's somebody who's trying to overthrow me, somebody who wants to be king, or someone who wants to be a queen. So he goes on this mission like hardcore. And I could definitely say about this play is that there are tense moments. I'm talking about from the beginning to end, it's intense. Like you get, let's just say some of the dialogue that goes on in this play, it's like people are about to kill each other. Starting a fist fight. So especially Creon and Oedipus, there's that one scene where it's them going at it. They're just getting into, you could say, a yelling match, and it's it's tense. There you go. It's a very tense play. So and as the play progresses, we start finding the clues of who the murderer is. And sadly to say, the last person that finds who the murderer is Oedipus. Spoiler alert. The murderer is Oedipus himself. Yeah. So Oedipus was destined before he was even born to that he was actually going to murder his father, which was a previous king, and marry his mother Jocastus, and Jocastus was going to give birth to his kids, and basically that's what happened. On the way from his previous kingdom, his adopted kingdom that adopted him, it was Polybus. Him and his wife, the kings or king and queen from Corinth, are not able to have kids, so they adopted Oedipus. And the reason why Oedipus is named Oedipus is because he had swollen feet when he was a little baby. And the reason why he had swollen feet is because they were about to kill him. That's why. So it's a very intense play. Do I recommend it? Nah, not really. Those who are university theater performance major and English majors, those people who are going to the university, they'll probably ask you to read this play. And the whole point of reading the play is because Sophocles brings to the audience this question that we ourselves don't have free will. We are destined to do what we're destined because the gods already planned it, or God himself has already written it that's going to happen. To me, it's I don't believe that. I believe that, God has given us free will to choose Him or to choose our own whims and desires, basically. One good example is probably, a father might be a drunkard, but his son may not end up like his father. Or a mother might be a harlot, but doesn't mean that her daughter is going to be, a harlot. We all have choices. Yes, it's true that sometimes we do see kids imitating their parents. We see it at school, we see it at the store, we see it, in different places, at the public library. But at the end of the day, we have a choice to do what is right or wrong. We do. We have a choice to either follow Jesus Christ or to do what we want to do. And that to me is, an awesome God. I truly believe that the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob knew that when He created us, He knew that we're going to fail. So He made a way, and that's Jesus Christ. And we have that choice to be free from our common destiny, and that is to continue sinning, to continue on being rebellious, because nobody forces anybody to sin. Satan does not have a 45 pointing at your head and saying, hey, go lie, go commit fornication, go do this and do that. That doesn't happen. It's a choice. We all have a choice. And I believe that in the play Oedipus the King, Oedipus had a choice to kill his father or not, because the reason why he killed his father is not so much that it was the God's fault, is because on a way to the kingdom that he's ruling, before he became king, he bumped into his father that he did not know, and they got into an argument. And because of that argument, because one wanted to pass the road and the road was very thin, and there was only one direction that a person could take. So Oedipus is coming, and his father Laons is coming too, and there's not enough room for them. So they get into an argument. It's like, hey, it's my road. I want to pass here. And no, the king is like, no, I'm the king. I'm going to do what I want to do. So it comes down to pride. Pride, destroyed Oedipus' family, and he was banished. His wife ends up committing suicide. His mother ends up committing suicide. He pokes his eyes out. He says goodbye to his daughters, and that's one of the things that really hurt. That the actions that we take do affect not just society, but also the people around us. And that's one of the things I agree with Sophocles, that our actions do have consequences. They do. So thank you so much. Jesus bless you. You guys have an awesome day. And I'll be bringing some more reviews of different plays and different stuff that I've been reading of literature and also of the Bible. So later, guys. Bye. Oh, and before I go, one of my subscribers actually asked for a review on a Christian film that had crazy atheists. So I want to try to find or try to see if there's any Christian films that have crazy atheists. If not, then I'll find a film that has an atheist and review that film. Okay? So later, guys. And if you guys want me to review a film or a book or anything like that, just let me know and give me some time. And I do apologize because there's a lot happening, okay, in my life. So later, guys. Bye. Peace. Jesus Christ of the Middle East.